Recently, Netflix put out a Tamil language anthology film, Pava Kadaigal. And at first, we were not very excited because anthologies haven't really been good, but we had to watch it because of the names attached to it. And also because it was divided into 4 different episodes in a series as opposed to a movie. Yes, we know it doesn't really make sense, but mentally you catch a break and understand that one story is over and the second one is about to begin. So this movie explores how sin, pride, honor and love mix in with human relations in 4 gut-wrenching short stories. Instead of our usual style of reviewing movies, that is talking about the different aspects of the film and defining its good and bad parts, we will go segment by segment and individually speak about its good and bad parts. So let's get started. The first segment in the series was Thangam. Thangam is a tale of 2 childhood friends, Sarvanan and Sathar, who grew up together. And Sathar is a transgender person. Sathar's friend is the one who protects him from the small minds of his villagers towards a transgender person and the actions that come along with it. And you think Sarvanan is Sathar's love or Thangam meaning precious, but the movie throws you a curveball and also shows you the height of true love. Thangam deals with interfaith marriage and gender identity and is well put together by director Sudha Kungara. Kalidas Jairam as Sathar plays his role with such conviction that you feel what the real Sathar would feel if it were you. Shantanu Bhagyaraj in his portrayal of Sarvanan was the perfect support this shot needed. Overall, this is one of the finest segments of the whole series and sets the tone for the rest of the episodes nicely. The second episode or segment in this series was named Love Panna Utturnam, which translates to Let Them Love, and is the only segment that lets you down. While the other 3 segments in the series focus more on the dark subjects of their stories from the get-go, the director of this segment, Vignesh Shivan, attempts to turn it into a dark humor comedy. And while some of the dark humor works and is genuinely funny at times, especially one of the henchmen, the episode fails to get a grasp of its own identity. At times it's a comedy, at times it's a serious subject, and then suddenly there's a tense scene. The film also loses all of its seriousness as it progresses and becomes a parody of itself and the subject that it's trying to tackle. Literally, one of the characters who commits a horribly violent and casteist crime gets a good ending, where he's seen smiling. And also there is a rap at the end for some reason. The segment definitely has its high moments, especially when Kalki and Anjali first enter the house and there is a tense energy as to what will happen now. But overall the episode is very low in standards when it's compared to the others in this series. The third segment is One Magal, which explores sin, and it's a story about a family dealing with the trauma of their minor daughter being sexually assaulted. Directed by Gautam Menon, who completely changes the pace of the series with individual introductory scenes for all of the characters, which is definitely more hard-hitting. As you get a sense of, yeah, some mothers are like that and some fathers are like that. All of the actors have justified their roles, with Mati the mother, who one might come to hate towards the end, Vaidehi the sister, Bharat the brother, whose role is short but the second most compelling after Punyutai, the younger sister who faced the assault, who I must say played her role so well. You can somewhere somehow see Gautam Menon's shortcoming as an actor, especially in a specific heart-wrenching scene, but the other actors support him well. Gautam definitely showcases his skills as a director, as towards the end you are just completely on the edge of your seat, uttering what the fuck a million times, until the final scene. Ooriravu is the fourth and the last segment of this series, and is actually the most tense and the most scary ones in terms of how real it feels from the get-go. You already know what's gonna happen in the story. They make sure you know it from the earlier segments, but the build-up towards the tense ending makes you shiver in horror. Director Vetrimaran once again proves himself as a good director as he builds up the character of Sai Pallavi and Prakash Raj in small details. Prakash Raj, who won't even accept a glass of water from his Dalit son-in-law's hand, has his favourite daughter who's educated and independent marrying a lower caste man. The contrast between these characters are shown wonderfully. However, the scariest part of the whole story happens in the end. And it feels so scary because the character of Prakash Raj is so well written and executed that it doesn't feel like an evil monster, but a person that actually exists. Also, it does seem like the segment is actually based on a true story. Overall, the film or the series, whatever you want to call it, explores how we treat our own family based on the idea of honor and societal pressures. It showcases that some people in India still focus way more on what society would think rather than thinking about their own family. The film also blatantly shows the ways of our patriarchal society where the honor of the family is largely connected to the women of the family. Pava Kadaigal, which means sin stories, explores how everything that is different from the norm is sinful. So this was our review of Pava Kadaigal. Do let us know in the comments below, did you watch this movie? What was your opinion of it? Or after watching this video, you are going to watch it? Let us know. Also, do let us know in the comments below what are the videos you want us to make next. Follow our social media handles to get to know us better, like and share this video, and subscribe to Brainwash for more videos like these.